It's that time. It's Monday, and it's Car Stereo Talk. It must be 6:30 because we are here, and we are going to have a great show, everyone. Welcome, welcome, once and all. You're welcome. I know, so excited to be here. Can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be a great show, as always. Let me get out of all this nonsense. It's so silly.
This is the
You ever
favorite.
notice when we go to Oh, that's 100% my favorite. You ever notice, like, when we go to do this show, all of a sudden it's like the air conditioner breaks? Like, it just seems hot.
Yeah.
Like, it's like all day long.
But you know what?
it's all
Maybe
good.
because you just sit down.
Is that
You
what
don't
it is?
think about it because you just move.
Yeah, you're moving.
You're just like
Hmm.
you don't care.
I don't know. Every time we go to start this show, it's like all of a sudden it just gets hot. It's like, ugh.
Everything's hot.
And I always go, we didn't turn off the air. Why is it miserable? Anyways, hey guys, and welcome to the show. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Good evening.
I had a fantastic weekend.
What's up?
Thank you for asking.
Hey, hi. How you doing? Good day. Hello. Evening.
Evening.
What's up? How's it going? Brad. I need to call you. Yeah, I do.
3 days ago.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Well, I mean, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have called him today. I was busy. Hold on. Hello. Oh wait, wrong one. Dang it. It's like moving fast. Okay, there we go. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Good evening, cardio enthusiasts. Hello from San Antonio. Checking in. What's up, Corner Nut? Evening, gents.
Good evening.
Scrolling down some more. What's up, guys and gals? Yo, fellas.
What up?
Evening. Good evening. Who's watching Wednesday? That's all I want to know. Who's out there watching Wednesday?
I watch it on Sunday.
I did watch it on Sunday too. Well, yeah, guts, guys. It's all the same thing. I'm speed reading, so it's just amazing. I know what's going on. What's up, Austin?
Blue.
Blue?
Like he said yellow.
Oh, yellow. Evening, gents.
Good evening.
It's okay. I was busy too.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
That's
see?
fantastic.
That's why. See,
you say loud. He will answer.
Yeah.
No
Well,
problem.
no, he will. Now. But Uncle Bobby. Uncle Bobby B. Anyways, welcome to the show, guys. Tonight is Monday, which means I don't know what it means. It means that it's Monday. We have the 12 Oakland Wire Club. We're, of course, going to show you the install of the week. And then we'll take your questions, and we'll just talk about anything. But like I said, Wednesday. I want to know who's watching Wednesday. And, of course, tonight is Monday, so this is Monday Night Football, which is fantastic. So it's 6:30. We got plenty of time before it starts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about football. I just know the rest of the world typically does.
That's not the right attitude.
It is the right attitude. Did you watch any of it yesterday?
No.
I did not watch one minute of it.
Dude, we're like at the mall.
We actually ran into each other at the mall.
Crazy.
How weird is that?
We cannot stop seeing each other.
It was pretty strange because no one goes to the mall and we run each other at the mall.
Yep.
We were at Smoothie King. Haley wanted to try the new smoothie. I don't think she liked it.
Really?
Yeah, because it was in the
So she was faking it. She's like,
I just she really likes the chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah.
So I think it just wasn't that. So, Yeah, it was very odd. But, hey, whatever. We do this little thing called the 12 Oakland Wire Club over on Facebook. If you're not a member, well, you should be. And the 12 Oakland Wire Club is brought to you want to put the tip?
Yes,
by us, or what we like to call DNF Tool Drawer, the place you can find all the cool tools that we use in our installation. There's going to be an update coming to it, I promise, because we're going to put the Martin tools.
Yeah.
Martin Tools, a.k.a. the former Aussie Iron.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a coupon code for that. So that'll be pretty cool. It's like $25 off or something. I don't remember what it was. I got to
Doesn't matter, man. Like you guys asking for a siren iron, a really good one.
I'll have to put it up fantastic. With the coupon code. So that'll be cool. Anyways, what I was getting at is we have the 12 Oakland Wire Club, and Fernando scours the page. If you have amazing wiring and you're not posting there, well, why? But here you go. Here is the awesome wiring of the day. This is clearly some SPL stuff. What I like is he's got two matrices.
Yeah. One per channel.
An LC1, which is a line driver. He's got a lot of voltage going on here. Like there is a lot of voltage increase.
No problem with voltage.
No, none at all. I mean, the LC1I line driver, Matrix line drivers,
yeah.
And then he has a Virtuoso.
Yeah.
Which is really the only thing that I'm kind of like, a Virtuoso, really? Because everything else is like really awesome.
Well, you want a DSR1 on top of it?
No.
It's old Rockford, right?
Yeah. No, not a DSR1. Definitely not a DSR1.
I mean, in the end of the day, beautiful wiring.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's really cool.
Well, dude, it's a lot of work.
Like I said, it looks like something you'd see like come out of a 3D printer. You know, when you get that weird filament, 2-color filament. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I like it.
I kind of like put the saturation.
Go to town.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah,
he did a wonderful job.
Who was it?
Dom.
Dom?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dom? Like Tortorello?
Yes, kind of like Dom. Dominic Toretto, yes.
Dom. It's Dom. Very nice.
Charoni?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go Dom.
Anyway, yes, he did a fantastic job. So beautiful.
Good job. If you would like your picture featured at the top of the page, just submit it. And if it doesn't suck, Fernando might pick it. Might. Get your questions in. This is a great time to get those questions in for those of you that are like, man, you guys never answer my question.
Look who it is.
Hola, Mr. Smith.
Hello.
Mr. Anderson. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
Totally wrong movie.
I know, it's okay.
Look at that.
I'd rather work on car audio than watch football. Yeah, I said it. No, hey, listen, I would rather do anything than watch football.
Really?
Like,
you guys are not fun.
In my world, baseball is
always the greatest.
It's the worst thing on the planet. Like literally, I've been to a couple games. It never gets any better, and it sucks.
It make you sleep.
I would love to sleep. Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
there you go. So that's a good
football one. Is a little better than that. Like I can get behind it, but I would rather
football or soccer.
I would. Oh, I mean, it's hockey. It's just hockey. It's really all it just comes down to hockey. And I don't even like watching that. I can only go to the games, but I can only give you 2 periods, and not consecutively. So either way, this first segment is brought to you by the fine folks at FocalAmerica.com. So they're fine folks. Boom. If you are looking for an amazing set of speakers for your ride, you might want to head to Focal-America.com because they have speakers for everyone. Desires, hopes, and dreams. One of our number one selling speakers, of course, is the Focal Flax Evo, both the 2-way, 3-way, and believe it or not, we sell a ton of the coaxials. I know. Some of you guys are like, does anybody make a high-end coaxial? Focal does. They actually have 2 because they have the Flax coaxial 6.5 and they have the K2.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Now, the nice thing about their coaxials, unlike everybody else's coaxials, is you don't have a giant passive crossover to deal with, which is fantastic. Because that kind of steals all the thunder out of the install when you got to hide that big dumb thing somewhere, especially in the rear door where you don't want to spend any time. So one of the advantages of their coaxial, and you can find out more at FocalAmerica.com. Baseball in Florida sucks. It's DJ Kitty that made me never want to go back to a Rays game. I mean, at least it's air conditioned.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, plus he's got the Atlanta Braves. I mean, that's at least an awesome team. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Rays are a pretty good team. But the Braves are,
they're Rays.
Either way, I don't want to watch baseball. I mean, if everybody's going, I'm there. But, the Phillies, Karen. Yeah, that chick is crazy. Did you see that? No. So his father and son were there on their birthday.
I apologize.
That's okay. Sneeze all you want. Went on this kid's birthday, and the dad walks over and gets the ball. Well, Karen apparently wants the ball too. So dad walks over and hands the kid the ball. Well, Karen walks over there and she's pissed. She wants the ball. So the dad just tells the kid, just give her the ball. She's being crazy. And so Karen walks away with the ball, and it's all on TV.
Yeah,
everybody's watching this.
Yeah.
Shit. So worked out great for the kid, Because like after the game, they went and got the kid, and they're like, "Here's a ball, here's a bat,
autographs and all that.
Oh yeah, I got to meet the team. I mean,
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, it worked out fantastic for the kid. Her, on the other hand, has become one of the memes. So if you see this Phillies mom, Karen, looking cut and whatever, supposedly she lost her job. I don't buy her losing her job. I think that's just some silly stuff. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
So talking about baseball now, yeah, I saw a meme.
I don't want to talk about baseball.
Anyways, it's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
They trying to get a ball, and this guy it's a huge guy.
Yeah.
He just ripped the ball out of his hands like crazy, and everybody's like, dude, what's going on? So they have a meme like, don't be this guy.
Cleveland rocks.
So yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah. Some people are so stupid. Wednesday, got 2 episodes left. Yeah, us too. Haley had a dip. She was like, it was getting late. It was like 10:30. She's like, I gotta go to bed.
The best one was the what?
Suck.
11 endings.
What?
11 endings.
What 11 endings?
On baseball when we went to see.
11 innings.
Yeah.
Innings. They're innings, not outings.
Innings.
It was an outing. Yeah. Good evening, guys.
Yeah.
All right. So, let me have it. Have you guys ever done a second gen Challenger radio?
What is it? First gen.
I was gonna say, was there a
second
first gen? Second? What is that? The one with the 10-inch in the top? Yes. With the little ugly.
I think you've done a lot of them.
Well, I mean, now you can just do the direct replacement 10-inch float kit. Whether you have, if you have the 8-inch or the little tiny screen, so you don't have to do the Metra thing down below with the air conditioning controls that don't work.
Yeah.
So, so direct replacement will go right in there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, iData will work. It's just certain things, like it's a weird one trying to get the information out of those guys sometimes on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
All right, money first.
Money first?
Yes.
Oh wow. Dropped Ranger at your shop for some work today. Yes, the blue one out front. Plan is Focal plug and plays front stage and rear. Yes. 10-inch sub and key system. Anything you would add or change? No, I don't. Yeah, that's the blue one that's out front. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to him because I was with Terry. No, it's a plug and play. I mean, other than doing something other than plug and play, which I don't know if I would, just because like we're doing the key, which is that all works great.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, it's a solid system.
Focal plug and plays.
Yeah, Focal plug and plays all the way around with the key off the radio. I mean, we've done that, right? Haven't we? I feel like we've done that a couple times.
Plenty times.
Yeah, and it's perfect. It's the right efficiency. It just sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, the real problem with that, as you know, is you just don't get a ton of bass because you can't get a great big box underneath there.
Right.
So that's the only sad part. So sad. You know who makes a box for that now? We can't get the box from Australia anymore.
Who makes the box now?
Scar. Scar has a box for that truck, and
Scar makes a lot of boxes.
And it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you for the vibe.
Dude, thank you. And don't worry, we'll have a great time with your car tomorrow. Yes, Shane is doing a fantastic job on the subwoofer enclosures.
Yeah.
Shane and the boys. Well, just because I don't know how many of them
you can say that.
I can say that.
No. It's only Sage.
Okay. So, Jeff is... I use what comes in the PC tools from Helix as... Oh, that reminds me, Jeff. I need the new tuning kit for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have money for the children. Anyways, and we got to get you back on. Next time you're in town, I need to get you back on because we need to talk about the new auto feature, auto gain settings. Like that seems weird, but I'd love to know more about it. It would be nice to see an Exelon version of the Kenwood DMX 4710. Short chassis instead of going with the new 8-inch direct replacement units 2020. So funny, the 908, 958 are short chassis. So it's a 7-inch short chassis radio, which is now so it's 4710 has an L chassis, and it comes with the little extensions on top, which I'm sure you just watched the really long video we did on that. And which is, yes, it does have that. But the Which no, oh, RAV4 Toyota. Okay, so yeah, you're screwed. Yes, it would be nice. No, we do. Okay, yeah, I agree. So we need a high-end unit with an L chassis. I don't think we're ever going to see that because they're made at totally different places. But yes, you're right. We do need something like that instead of doing a 40 screen. I do. I know that you would have turned it off, not me, because you would have turned it off. No. I don't touch it ever. No, it's on. Yeah, it's miserable. Yeah, it got hot quick. It's like it just died.
I'm gonna take my clothes off.
I don't hear it, which is even worse. 2022 Suburban Subaru. Jesus,
it's the same thing.
I'm just gonna stop. Subaru Crosstrek. What is needed to just add sub? Rockport T1000 amp, and please and thank you. So the Subaru is basically based off of a Toyota interface. So it's like a Toyota T-harness. A lot of the technology in the car is Toyota. They just buy it from Toyota. That being the case, if it uses any form of Toyota stuff, like I would just go with the kicker key lock as my interfacing unit. But if it's a T1000, that should just take high-level input. Yeah, because the power stuff just took high-level input. Of course, that's the older T1000, which is the bigger footprint. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put a high-level, low-level in front of that. So, okay. Key lock would be first on my list of things to go with.
Yeah.
Second would be one of the audio control epicenters. So either the Epicenter Micro or the Epicenter Micro Pro. Now, if you listen to 80s rock, band of music, or anything that doesn't have bass, then I would lean more towards Epicenter Micro, Epicenter Micro Pro, just because that's fun and you get to have a good time with it. You can really accentuate the joy of bass. So one of those three would be the best in my mind. That's what I would sell you. Dean, you need a break. You're not wrong. I'm with you there. Yeah. There's a lot going on upstairs.
You can have a break, bro.
I know I can.
I mean, well, you're gonna have a break soon.
Nah, dude, my brakes are never breaks. It's just 100 miles an hour until it's over.
Well, it's just a break.
It's not really a break.
Totally a break.
How is it a break?
Because you're going from one break to another break.
You're mental.
I know.
What would you power that Zeta 8 with? It being 3 ohm speaker. You can't bridge an amp to it. Most amps only bridge at 4 ohm, correct? And how would you compare it to the Helix CI58? I've never heard the CI58. A lot of people like them, so I'm assuming but I've heard the Zeta 8, obviously. Have I not heard the Z?
Yeah.
We haven't heard the C5.
The C5? No, I
haven't. No. I've never heard that. Not yet, anyways. I've heard the Zeta. They're both fantastic. Okay, I'm not gonna sit there and go, you gotta go with this one. They're both fantastic. You're gonna have to make the hard choice on that one.
Mm-hmm.
As far as powering it goes, any 2-channel output of any DSP amplifier is going to be fantastic for it. I mean, we heard it off of 2 channels, had about 100 watts going to it. So, yeah, I mean, the set he's doing now is powered off of a Pico. The higher wattage channels on the Pico.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Blackbird would do just fine. Yeah. I don't think it's a problem. I think you're good.
I think you're good.
Yeah. You could, oddly enough, you could use a Helix amplifier because you'll get more power out of it at 3 ohm than you will at 4. So, I think any DSP amplifier you're considering, you'll probably have enough power and be okay. Really what it comes down to is how loud you want them. That's always it. Everybody wants them so loud. So loud.
All the watts.
Yeah, all the watts. If my kicker box says 4 ohms, can I wire them to 2 ohm? So it depends. No, probably not. It's probably 4 or 8, 2 or 1. It just depends. I don't remember if those are single, but I don't. They're
right.
So 4 ohm. It would have to be. No, you're never going to get a 2 ohm load out of that. You're never getting a 2 ohm load out of that. It's not going to happen. Because that would, no. You'd have to change the woofers. Okay, let me tell you right now, all right? Because we run into this problem all the time, is that the amplifiers, like the LX amplifiers, don't match up to the those boxes. And so we always run them at the higher ohm load because we have taken the boxes apart and pulled out the subwoofers and swapped them out. And it was like there was absolutely zero difference. Like you would think there'd be more, but there's really not. So I'm not yeah, I would just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot going on upstairs. I go downstairs. Ooh, baby. Hey guys, I know I've been missing for a few weeks. Was dealing with a loss in the family, but I'm back. Man, that is fantastic. You're back, and I'm sorry that you had a loss in the family. That always sucks, as we all know.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got through it unscathed, or as easy as you can. I mean, you made it through the other side. Hey guys, have you installed any of the Audio Control Spike 12 subs? If so, what are your thoughts on them? Actually, we have. We do a decent amount of the Spike subs now. They're becoming more and more popular, and we have them all set and ready to go. They're fantastic. I'm actually really pleased with all of the Audio Control subwoofers, their boxes, the truck boxes, the normal boxes. We've had great success with them.
Mm-hmm.
The Jeep box sounds fantastic. I'm
all of them.
Yeah.
I think we have good experience.
Yeah.
So.
We've been doing great with them. The nice thing about it's funny, one of the selling points for those when I talk to people about them is the plug. Instead of having to use the speaker cup, just plug them in using the XC90 connector.
XT90, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're like, oh really? I go, yeah. So, I mean, I know we just do that on our boxes anyways, but they already have it on there, so it makes our lives easier. But yeah, no, we're actually having a lot of success with those. They sound really good. They have the grills, which I love. I'm a big grill guy, so but no, they're very nice. They sound fantastic. Hi guys.
Hi.
Which 6x9 set to choose for a two-way active for GMC, Morel Tempo Ultras or Kenwood 6902s? So it's funny that you should ask this because I just sold these today in that particular vehicle. Now, if it's an older GM that doesn't have the new dash, which is flat, so like 2022, 2023, I think 2024 they changed it. I think 24, 25 is the new dash where the corners are flat. You definitely want to go with a two-way. I'm sorry, the 2-inch.
The 6902.
69. Well, okay, so this is where it gets fun because like Brian and I just did the podcast on two-way versus three-way, and we talked about his truck because he ended up going with a two-way in the previous one where he put a tweeter in the top of the dash, he put a 6x9 on the bottom of the door, and he spent a lot of time fixing it to get it to work. Like he originally had the tweeters down low at the angle, but then he ended up having to make new brackets and bring them up flat like this. So he had to put a lot of effort into them to get them to do that. Yeah. But once he did that, as we all know, it sounded fantastic. So if you're going to do the Morel Tempo Ultra 6x9s, it is a deeper 6x9, but you're going to have to do some work to get that speaker up higher, up to the grill, because when it's when it's down at an angle, it's not off axis, but it just doesn't sound good as it can. Whereas if you put the 2-inch in there, you just bolt those things into place and it's going to sound great. So it's a tough call. I mean, ease of installation, the 6902s are just going to drop right in and they're going to sound fantastic. I would recommend, hopefully you're doing something that's going to have some form of a DSP in it so you can work the system and make it sound better. So as far as we're like trying to go easy, the 6902s will be easy. If you're going to go tempos, it is going to be a little harder. You got a deeper 6x9 to deal with. Which that door does not like. So, yeah, it's not going to like that. But then you're going to need to do a different mount for the tweeter to get that up higher and closer to that grill. Now, if it's the new 2024, 2025 dash, then go to the cheap tool store, buy yourself a grinder, and put a 3.5 up there, the 6903. Hell yeah. That would be fun. Have you ever done anything big SPL systems? This was also something Terry and I were talking about today because no, not in a very, very long time. I think the last big SPL system we did, and I don't even know if that would be
Have you done it?
Yeah, but the last loud system we did was before you started, which was the RAM.
I remember that RAM.
With the 3 P315s.
So that's the reason why I came here to work.
Poor thing.
Because, you're building that box
so
and all that stuff, and I was like, nothing. So
Sorry. Yeah,
disappointed.
it's so disappointing.
So
I know. Sorry to let you down.
Yeah.
But no, not real. I'm not an SP. I love bass, but I'm not really an SPL guy. I don't like building those things. Who can I get in touch with at Kenwood? I have a 996 XCar and the touchscreen is acting up 50/50 till it responds to my touch. Tried reinstalling the software, it won't do it. Would a factory reset work? No. So unfortunately, this falls into that category of it's time for a new radio. I know nobody wants to hear that, but yeah, the 996 is definitely end of life a long time ago.
996.
Yeah, because that's old. That's old, especially because of COVID. That's really old. That's pre-COVID. So they might be able to put a new screen in it, but no one would spend that kind of money on that. I mean, it just I know it sucks, but the factory reset really isn't going to do anything if the screen is non-responsive. That's just a screen issue.
Right.
It happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not too often, but when it does, it's always a heartbreaker. Speaking of heartbreaker, audio control. Hey, are you going to integrate into your car? And you're asking, hey, what do I do? Do you need a line driver? Of course you do. You need all these great things. That's why we talk about audio control in the Epicenter Micro Pro. If you're looking to integrate in and just do it and have lots of fun and be able to have some equalization, aka Epicenter, it's not really an equalizer, it's an octave shift. But we'll just call it EQ to make it simple so that you can kind of control your destiny on that subwoofer sound, especially with these new crappy factory radios that have high pass filters built into them that totally suck. Well, then you want to check out the Epicenter Micro or the Epicenter Micro Pro. Or if you're just looking to have deep fat bass in any system, no matter what the cost, no matter what the challenge, you need yourself an Epicenter. Check those out at audiocontrol.com. They have their own tab to which you can go directly to. How cool is that?
Super cool.
Super cool. Can you safely run a Blackbird and a Nighthawk or other brand DSP amplifiers in a 1800 to 2000 watt range in a Toyota RAV4 hybrid? Crutchfield says 30 amp max for them. So this is a funny question that we ran into, and so we did This is weird because it's a problem with the fact that the alternator really isn't an alternator in that car because it's a hybrid, so it's not a motor, but it has a 12-volt system in it, so technically it should still work. Now we've done the Corolla. We did a Corolla hybrid, brand new one of those, and we put a Nighthawk and a Blackbird in it, and it's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now, and no issues whatsoever. So I understand why they're saying the 30 amp minimum on it. Probably makes a lot of sense. However, it's not a realistic number that nothing is that low in wattage that is going to be that pitiful. There again, I would recommend scaling back the system to make it as practical as possible. But we have done that not in a RAV4, but in a Corolla. So, and I would do it again. Is it Camry? No, it's Camry. Sorry, Camry, not a Corolla. The Camry. It's the Toyota's.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's all the same shit. But yes, that's why. It just has to do with the fact that the charging on that is a bit temperamental. So, if you're looking for small amplifiers, obviously you have the Nighthawk and the Blackbird are two fantastic choices, very efficient amplifiers. Also, you might want to check out the Moscone Picos, as well as because you have a Pico, there's 1,000 watt, there's a 4 to 8, a 6 to 10, there's a ton of Picos that can go into that, as well as if you wanted to, Helix has the Match, or Audio Tech Fisher has the Match line of amplifiers. That is also a efficient amplifier. Even the Audison, some of the smaller Audison amplifiers are pretty efficient as well. So there are some really nice DSP amplifiers. It's that sub amp that's really the kick in the teeth. So, but if you'd like to do Nighthawk and Blackbird, we have done that successfully. Hey guys, thanks for your content. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Because of it, I ended up putting a set of Focal and Kicker and more Kicker Key and a Kicker HS8 in my 2024 F-150. 2022. Sorry. It sounds amazing and awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much, Scott, for being part of the show.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Stag is making a DSP.
Ooh.
Stag. It says.
Ah.
It says.
All right. So hang on.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You
All
can
right.
leave it there.
Click it.
I don't know where it went.
Right there. Right there. Right there.
It's
Up.
gone. No, it's gone.
No, it was up.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it just yep. You already put that one up. X carve CNC is looking nice. No, it looks like crap. It's just sitting in the box. I actually went to open it today and I pulled out the runners for it and we were going to start working on it. And then Paul walked over and said, "Oh, you're going to install it." And he didn't. He just had to take it and screw up the day. So you can change this question still. We've already answered this.
No.
Yes, we have.
You did?
Yes. We literally spent like 5 minutes on it, dude.
Okay. There you go.
2024 Ford Edge SEL. The shop I use can't get the power turn on right for the amps. It's an Alpine 4-channel compact under the driver's seat. Really? That's like okay. So how do you turn on an amplifier in a modern car? There's only a couple ways to do this. It's an Alpine, so Alpine should have auto turn on, which we know it does, and it's DC offset. So as long as there's nothing connected to the remote turn on input, it'll just negate it anyways. If the car turns on, the amplifier should turn on. Actually, the amplifier should turn on as soon as you unlock the car or get anywhere near the car. The amplifier should turn on if it's using the DC offset. The DC offset would only work if the amplifier is using the amplifier's high level to low level adapter. And that is where a lot of these guys screw up, is they'll grab some different high level to low level adapters. I won't use the word cheap, but they'll grab something off the rack and insist that you use a high level to low level adapter before the amplifier. So you can go RCAs into the amplifier, even though an Alpine amplifier has high level input for itself. So in a lot of these times, these high level to low level adapters don't have DC offset built into them. And so they're going to have to try to find an accessory somewhere else, which is about the most barbaric thing you could possibly do. That makes absolutely no sense. So there's a lot of reasons why they could be screwing this up. There are a couple devices that work really well. There's the the TR4. TR4 is a 6 volt to 12 volt turn on. All you do is hook it up to a positive speaker wire and power and ground, and then it creates a remote turn on. It's basically external DC offset. There's also the ING3. That is a device that is used to have ignition sense as your turn on. So when you put the key in the ignition, turn it on, nothing happens. You start up the car, it creates an accessory. You turn off the car, it stays on for 10 seconds to a minute. You decide there's a wire you cut. That was invented for overheads and headrest monitors for stop-start vehicles. So you'd start up the car, everything would power up, and then the car would shut down at a stoplight, and your power would shut off. And so they invented the ING3 to circumvent that. So there's a couple different things that can be going on. Obviously, they're trying to find an accessory in the car. There is a couple of them, not many. And there again, it's a trick to find them. So, yeah. I'd be curious to see what they did for an install. 2004 Acura TL installing a Kenwood 5710S. Any cons of that radio? So when it comes to radio, all right. So when it comes to the modern radios, there's no cons to the radio. It's a radio. It's got wireless CarPlay. It's got all the Kenwood features. It's a short chassis radio. Yeah, it'll work. It's a radio. I don't sell that radio. I don't like to sell that radio or the 4710 if I can avoid it. I will try to upsell you to a 908, a 958, because they're not that much more, and you get all the audio grade stuff that goes with them. So, like, most of my clients are wanting to build a system. So if we're trying to build a system, then I want to go with a 908 and 958. If you're just looking to replace a radio, then yeah, that's a fantastic radio to go with. But if I'm going to build a system off it, I'm up into the 958, 908 because I want the better preamp section. So that's it. That's the only con, I guess. It's a con job. Wow. Okay. For the hybrids, look into Diamore Engineers. He has a line. They don't exist yet. So, Mike, yes, that's great, but they're not out yet. So, until those come out, we're not there yet. But yes, Tony Diamore is coming out with a whole line of amplifiers that is basically geared around this whole phenomenon that is going to be low amperage drawing, which we had him on the show. So if you'd like to know more about it, just look for when we interviewed Tony Diamore and Juan, and they tell us all about it. It was sometime early this year. I think it was March. Had to be March. Yeah, early March. We had him on talking about these amplifiers. We're actually going to be next month. We'll be out at the boat show here in Tampa with the Cybertruck with those amplifiers, talking to a bunch of boat people about how cool this stuff is for car audio. But yeah, those amplifiers haven't started to ship yet. So it'd be nice once they do, though, because the other thing that's cool about those is they can work off of 12 to 48 or 50 volts, something like that.
48.
So yeah, it's it's going to be pretty cool. So looking forward to that. And we might, so Diego's called me the other day.
Oh, really?
And they might bring it by here.
Oh, nice.
Like Saturday so that we can film it.
Oh, that would be cool.
Do have them talk to us all about it and the technology and all that.
Saturday?
Yeah, they might do it like Saturday. It just depends because they don't know when they're going to get it here. I don't care. I told them whenever you guys can get it here, we'll film it. So I think it'd be great because
not a live show or just
no, just us filming the car.
Okay.
So get it in here and we have him tell us, cars we have heard kind of thing, where he tells us everything we need to know about the Cybertruck and about the technology behind it and all that fun stuff. Because there again, it's one of those things where it's like, yes, we kind of know what it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
But and Tony's told us kind of what it's doing. But that would be fantastic that if we had one end all be all, like here it is,
talking
video.
About it.
Yes, that just tells us everything. We need to know
I think that would be fantastic
about the Diamore Modus amplifiers. So the amplifier, the product line is going to be Modus, is what it is. So.
Yeah.
There'll be a couple different amplifiers. There's going to be the Modus with the power banks in them. There's going to be the cheap Modus. And then there's going to be the Class AB Modus. So we got a lot of Modus. Correct. You do not need to send 175 watts to each tweeter.
What?
I mean, yes, I know. You totally need. No, you don't. But that's why, like I said, there's plenty of small, efficient amplifiers out there that'll handle that. Obviously we would sell you a Pico or we'd sell you a Blackbird. So,
right.
But Pico would probably be good. Check out the Pico. And if you want the smallest of small, Pico, Peekaboo.
Pikachu?
Peekaboo. No, it's a song.
Oh,
Anyways,
Pikachu is actually
Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds. Anyways, 2016 Explorer, no Sony. No homo. Replaced LC2i Pro with key lock. All right, why? Key lock RCA kicker. Okay, ported. Yep. Bass still not punchy. No kidding. Or loud, like my old Explorer. Yep, still not. Is my only option a direct replacement head unit or MF1?
MFT1.
Yeah, MFT1. So, unfortunately, yeah. So there again, if you have a key lock in there and it's done the best that it can, you could try bass still not punchy or loud like I like. Here's the thing: you have a key lock, which is great. Key lock DEQs the system. It just DEQs it. You still haven't added anything for equalization to bring that back, like to help accentuate it. It just gets it to zero. So. Like when you buy an aftermarket radio and you get your bass and treble up to like flat, nobody ever leaves it flat. I've never gotten into a car where it was flat. But the problem is that the factory EQ really can't help you. Okay, it's not there to boost the areas that you need boosting. So you need some form of equalization in there. So an epicenter one more time will probably fix everything you need to do. If you like it big, fat, and boomy and punchy and all that crap, that's what an epicenter is for. So you could take, now since you have a key lock, you can buy the cheapest epicenter they make, which is what, the Competition or the Champion or whatever it is?
Concert.
See, I always get it wrong. I know it starts with a C.
Same thing.
You get one of those, put that in there, and boom, Bob's your uncle. You got tons of fat bass.
Bob is his uncle?
Bob is his uncle. But if you really want to solve all your problems and just make, like, done, don't have to worry about it anymore. Yay.
Boom.
Just like that. Okay.
Do it again so we can match. There you go.
Yeah, just stop. Okay.
That's it.
Replace the head unit. Put an MFT1 in there. Just do the MFT1. You can get something like a 908, 958, a Sony 4000, Sony 6000, JVC, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Put it in there. Anything will be better than that factory radio. I mean, a 2016 Explorer in my book is like, please God, replace me. Just because I know how slow that radio is. It's 9 years old.
What?
I know, it's crazy. See, he didn't pick that one up either. Literally just threw that one out there. So those are your options. I'd go for the radio. 2024, we already answered that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know, it's okay. Jesus?
Jesus. Okay.
Okay. Hello, guys. Can you explain how does the LOC knob on the WaveTech Bass Restore work if the restoration is off? Where do I set my filter on my amp? This will help because I'm also trying to get a 7004 and we'll be using the RCA out and it has the same knob. Thanks. The first question would be, why would you turn the restore off? Because that's like the best part. Okay, so I haven't played with a WaveTech restore in a very long time. Like a very long time. I think the last one we put in was Mike's truck.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't remember how it works. I hold on. I'm sure you could call Jason, who made the piece.
Yeah.
And he would spend hours on the phone with you.
They also have good tech support, yeah. Thank you, Frank. Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like okay, yeah.
Yeah, they did a terrible job. Like, wow.
I don't think so.
Hold on.
Yeah, everybody's holding on. Buckle up, guys.
Buckle up. Buckle up.
Dude, my knees. My nose.
Oh, it just has one knob. How does that work?
Really?
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, but it's dual. I mean,
Is it a dual knob?
yeah. It's a dual knob.
I mean, it looks like it's a dual knob.
Yeah,
Hold on, here we go. I'm oh yeah, so it's a dual.
Same.
Yeah, it's a dual knob.
Same thing.
Yeah, so you have so it's just
the
like
effect
the
and the bass.
It's the effect and the bass.
Yeah.
So the outside knob is going to turn up and down the volume. Sorry. Oops.
Oh, whoa!
So
we're in the Matrix. Now we're not.
Okay. There we go. So the big knob in the front is going to be your volume up and down. The back knob is going to be the effect.
Yeah.
And so the bass. So you have, where's the side of this here? So input, output. Okay, and then you have high level. So, all right, keep in mind. All right, I think I understand what you're saying. Like, so you can leave the bass restore on. You can leave the bass restore on, and if you want to use that as a high level to low level adapter to go to highs amp, technically, yes, you can still do it because you're going to have a high pass filter on the highs amplifier, which is going to, you're going to negate most of the effect that it's doing because it's for the bass side of things. So if you set your filter at high pass like 80 or 90 hertz, the effect is not even going to be there. It's going to negate it. Now, the thing is like the 700.4 has its own high level to low level input. So there'd be no reason to use this as your high level to low level. okay, you would just go directly into the amplifier. No need to use this to do that unless you're just trying to like speed up the process and not have front to rear fader. I would just use that amplifier's high level in, and I could see using this for the sub amp because it needs the equalization portion of it. Now, as far as the crossover on your sub amp, you're going to set that at 80 hertz or 70 hertz, depending on what kind of bass you got going on, what kind of subs you have. But yeah, should be fine.
Okay.
But I would still do high level into the 700 on its own. Yeah, Arc Audio. Arc Audio's next. Hey guys, we talked a lot about DSP tonight and DSP amps. I love DSP amps. It's really all I want to do is DSP amps. These straight power amps are just driving me crazy. I don't know why anyone would want to do them. If you'd like amplifiers that have DSP in it, or if you'd like to just add a DSP to your existing amplifiers, well, Arc Audio has you covered, from a PSM Pro, which is 6 in, 8 out, to the new PS 6 to 8, which is a more affordable 6 to 8 DSP processor, all the way up to the new X2 808 DSP amplifier and the new flagship, the Falcon. It just has a ton of channels, 12 channels with a 16-channel DSP built into it. It's my new amplifier. I can't wait. Soon enough, be in the car.
Soon enough?
I'm going to up mixing the hell out of that thing. Oh, yeah, we're going to do center channel everything.
Finally.
Yep.
It's been like years.
Yep. It is. I'm excited.
Over 10 years.
I'm so excited.
Over 20.
So Christopher, Google's. That's the easiest way to get price range on amplifiers because the price is different everywhere. I mean, but Google's is the best place to do it. That's what I do when I want to know the prices. I just go to Google's. I'm looking to add a front sub and using 2 of my channels from my ARC 1006 for it, 75 times 2. I would like to add a small amp replacing for my tweeters. Low THD, 100 watts channel, small footprint. Fair enough. Moscone makes a line of Atomo amplifiers. They're called the Atomos, which are like little tiny high-end amplifiers. You might want to check those out. That might be, if you're trying to get something small that you can hide, the Atomo is what always comes to mind when I'm thinking about miniature amplifiers. So,
dude, it's literally this.
Yeah. Helix has a couple match amplifiers that are also pretty small.
Matches.
And they make that little 5-channel. I don't know if they make a 4-channel. They still make that 4-channel. But there are some small. Check one of those 2 out, see if they fit your need. See if that works. Raymond, no. It's just no. Nothing. It's just no. We don't really do systems that need those. I have a RAM 2021 with a Pack Amp Pro AP4 CH41 running into an audio controlled DM810. Fully active. I've replaced 2 sets of components already. Sound goes teeny. Any thoughts? Why? No, I actually have. That's kind of weird. Yeah. So, it's 2021 RAM. I mean, CH41. So you could still do a. Okay, so on the Dodge stuff, I don't do Amp Pro. I'll do it on the new Dodge stuff because iData doesn't. But typically, when we're doing that, we do the DSR1 on that one. So, not that there would be any reason to the Amp Pro would cause the problem. I need the space, so I typically don't run an external DSP with that. I can just do an Amp Pro and go to a straight power amplifier, and everything is great. There's more to this system, though, because obviously you have the DM810 going into amplifiers. So I don't think any one of those 2 things would be causing the problem. And really, at the end of the day, there's only so many reasons why speakers blow. Most of the time, speakers blow because people are trying to get too much out of them, meaning they have the wrong crossover point, or they have bad EQ, or they're asking them to do more than they can possibly do with the power that you're giving them. So it's a tough call. I don't think it would be one of these 2 things like electrically. I think maybe you might have something set up wrong because, fool me once, Ooh, that's on me. Fool me twice. Ooh, that's on you. So you definitely have something wrong in the stereo, which I get it because that's why you're asking the question. But I would venture to say you might have a gain that's up too high for either the amplifier's capabilities or what you're asking the speakers to do. Those are typically what blow the speakers, because we don't get blown speakers all that often. I mean, like, very rarely. So there'd be no reason why a DM810 would cause you to blow two sets of speakers. That doesn't make any sense. The sound goes to me. Now, the other option would be, of course, just, you could start trading out components, which is what a lot of people do at this point. They start going, all right, well, this is my bad, so I need to go to something else. It happens. At that point, there are other alternatives that you can use. Now, we just talked about Arc Audio, not to promote the Arc Audio, but I'm going to give you an option, is that Arc Audios are all iData compatible amplifiers, which means you can take out the Amp Pro, you can go AR or AR2 and plug directly into any of the DSPs from Arc Audio, and they will act just like an Amp Pro. So you don't have to do two boxes. Well, you still need two boxes, but you can do the PS 6 to 8. It depends on how many channels you need, really. But that'll iData directly into it. So it's like boom, boom. It's like having a Amp Pro with a big DSP attached, built into it. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then, yeah. Mary Lou says, for 2021 ramp, it might be set the DSP settings for manufacturer. I have no idea. What?
For the manufacturer? Setting from the manufacturer.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but why would you leave it to the manufacturer's settings? You definitely, hopefully somebody tuned the car. That'd be nice. Oh, yeah, and the other thing, too, is when you do iData, you do get to remove the factory amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that extra room, which is nice. Dean, what's the difference between series and parallel on wiring a DVC? Ohm load? It just has to do with ohm load. Like, so if you have a dual four, so if you have a dual four, so 4 ohm here, 4 ohm here, if you make a jumper and go across from positive and negative and come out, it's 8 ohms. If you put all the positives on one and all the negatives on the other, it's 2 ohm. So if you have a dual 2 and you do a cross, that's, jumper from positive over here to negative and then come down, that's going to be 4 ohm. And then if you go positive, positive, negative, negative, that's going to be a 1 ohm. Now, when you do that, then you go, okay, so now I have a 1 ohm load and a 1 ohm load. What do I need from there? Or I have a 4 ohm load and a 4 ohm load. What do I need from that? So if I go dual 2, 4 ohm, okay, and so that's a jumper across each one. It comes down. I have a 4 ohm woofer, a 4 ohm woofer. Now if I take both positives and both negatives, I have 2 ohm at the amplifier. 1 ohm would be silly because then I'd have to do like a series thing, which would be dumb. So I would never do that. And if you have a dual 4 and you have 4 and 4, you get 2 and 2, and then you get 2 and 2 again, or you get 2 and then you get 2, and so now you go, positive, negative one more time, you get 1 ohm at the amplifier. Now, if you need a 4 ohm at the amplifier for whatever reason, so you go 8 ohm, put the jumper, make them 8 ohm, and then you could then go positive, negative, and you would have 4 ohm at the amplifier. So if you're like bridging a 2-channel. Or if you had 8 of them or 4 of them, now you'd have 4 ohm, then you could go over here, do that to another set, and now you have 2 ohm because you go positive, negative again. So series and parallel just depends on what you're trying to do and how you're trying to get there and how many woofers you have that you're trying to hook up. So if you recall, Bobby, we did do a whole show on that back on the DNF tool drawer. Or no, I'm sorry, on DNF, what the heck's that called?
Reverse?
No, when we did the education stuff, all those videos are sitting over DNF car stereo clips. So there is a whole video on DNF car stereo clips where we talk about how to get all of that done, and we have pictures and all that fun stuff. So
that was a lot going on. Yeah.
Hold on, what's this one? What is the best way to hook up a tablet into an ARC DSP 16? I only have Bluetooth out of the tablet. probably buy the Bluetooth chip, which I don't know if they still make that. I think they've gone to Wi-Fi. I would never try to use Bluetooth out of anything because Bluetooth sucks. So you'd want a better tablet that maybe has digital out. Anything other than Bluetooth. Bluetooth is terrible. Like, that's the worst output ever. So aux headphone, USB-C to something, USB-C to RCA. You got to have something other than Bluetooth because you don't want to use Bluetooth. Bluetooth is terrible. It's just not the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
If Bluetooth is the only option, then it's going to depend on, like, so you could get something like a both Helix and both Audison makes the Bitcon, Moscone makes the 96K, whatever the heck it is,
Yeah.
which are RCA Bluetooth adapters that are high res.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Bluetooth would be high res. Then that's just an RC out, so you plug them into the audio in one. Because I don't know if the 16, like I said, I don't know if they still make the Bluetooth chip for the 16 channels anymore. They might. If they still make the Bluetooth chip, then great. You just put it in the side of the amplifier and you're all good. But I thought they stopped. Could be wrong. I don't remember. And Brad's probably doing something else, so he doesn't. Yeah. So, but there is a port. There's several ports on the side of Android tablets. They can use USB-C to optical. It does so on the side of the amplifier. It does have Toslink and digital in. So in there's a ton of different inputs on the side of it. Made it better late than never. Yeah, made it. Yes. Thank you for coming. Thoughts on the Stinger 6.8-inch radio? I really don't have any. Not really. I mean, it's a radio. It's price point. It's cool. Nothing too exciting for me. It probably get it for a good deal. I feel like they always have that on sale. I'm adding an aftermarket head unit to a 2014 Chevy Malibu with the amplified front system. What is a budget-friendly solution to retain all factory functions? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a 2014 Chevy. You might want to see if PAC makes an LC, like an LC4 or something like that, which is their low-cost factory function retention. So if you go to pac-audio.com and type in pac-audio.com and type in your make, model, and year, there might be a low-cost solution available for that car. It might not be what you're looking for because you have the amplified front system, so you'd have to make sure that it works. So just to give you an idea.
And real quick,
yeah,
Brad, respond to the Bluetooth.
Yes, see, I knew he would.
Yeah, the Bluetooth we use when obsolete, it will be back at some point. There you go.
So in other words, go with the other recommendations.
Right.
So was it a Chevy Malibu?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chevy
Malibu. I'm a professional. All right, so if we go over to pac-audio.com and we look at our options, so we have the RPGM4, the RPGM5. Those are the classics. And then steering wheel controls, that's those. Adapters, that's it. So your cheapest alternative for that is going to be the RPGM 41. Yep, that's it. That's all we got. And the 5 will do OnStar. Yeah, so this uses that weird interface. So there's no low-cost version of interface for that particular vehicle. This is the other reason why I say buy the expensive radios, because, I mean, the interface is crazy, and, like, it sucks that you have to buy one, but you might as well get a good radio to go into the car, or get the best radio to go into the car. I know it's kind of backwards thinking, but, kind of a backwards guy.
You don't reuse sponsors?
I mean, I feel like,
it's 1 hour.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. I'm looking to add a front sub. Yeah, you already got this one. Yep.
Okay. What about this one?
He goes, Brad says, I tested LDAC. It was pretty amazing. It is. And you have an Android phone, so it actually works. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not that cool. Hi guys, love the show. Do you think a preamp on the newer Exelon 9 series is significantly better than my old Gen 7 series when they had a better preamp? Thanks. I don't think it's significantly better. They've been using the same preamp in those radios for a very long time. So no, I don't think it's any better. I think what you get that's better is the functionality of the radio. So, they're, I mean, I'm not going to twist anybody's arm and be like, you need to get a new 9 series. The 7 series is going to die soon enough to where you're going to want a 9 series. And they haven't done an update to the 9 series in like, 3 or 4 years? So it's not like you should just run out and buy it. I mean, to me, if you're not going to buy like the 10, like from you, it's like, I don't want to update to a floating screen. Then if it's working, I wouldn't change it. If it's not working, then yeah, you got to get a better one. I mean, that's just where it's at. I'm hoping in 2026 we'll get an update to the 9 series stuff, but I'm not holding my breath because they just seem to not want to do there's only so much they can do to it. So unless they're going to, and there again, we don't know if they're not going to put the chip for the 10 inch in there, then there's really no point. And it's just an update, of like, we're just going to update it, put a new chip in it or something like that. I don't really think that's worth losing any sleep over. So it's a weird time when it comes to radios right now. It really is. It's totally nuts. But yeah, I have 4 Rockford Fosgate P2 D2 8-inch woofers. Would you build a sealed or ported enclosure for a 17 Chevy crew cab? I mean, if you have the room, you want ported. I mean,
more bass.
I think you could probably get that box off of Fox Acoustics. I think Fox has that box.
4.8?
Yeah, I think they have a 4.8 box for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely, if you can fit ported, big port on the side, why not?
Why, gosh. Yeah.
I like this question. Adam asks, would the Kenwood 4710 be a big improvement over a Toyota head unit? Yes. Yes, it would. But there again. Okay, so there's like a $200 difference between a 4710 and a 908. I know $200 is a lot of money, and it is. But it's worth whatever you have to sacrifice to update to the better radio. I can't emphasize this enough. It's like, get the better radio. We get tons of people in here every day of the week that settle. Like, our number one selling inexpensive radio is the Sony 4000. We sell a ton of 4000s. Like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. And they're just settling on it because it's cheaper. It's cheap, it's reasonable. There's always kind of spiffs on it. I don't know. It's just, I don't know why. We sell tons of these radios, and it's the most basic radio on the planet. The 4710 has a couple more features, but it's like, anyone I talk to and I go, look, here's why you want to up to a 908 or a 958. 958 is more expensive for sure. But a 908, I mean, it's like, it's such a better radio.
Hello, Paul.
It's like, it's worth the money. It's worth the extra month it might take or the extra 2 months it might take to go up to this radio.
100%.
It's just worth it. So, but that's up to you. I can't twist anybody's arm. Hi, guys. Love the show. Do you think... Oh, wait, we already covered this. Yeah. You got to pay attention, man. You pop them up. You don't even read them.
I don't.
I'm looking for a radio for 2016 RV Ford Ace motorhome. Thank you. So Kenwood does make an RV radio. So they do make a version of their radio that is RV compliant and has all the RV stuff in it, like RV maps and locations and all that. Unfortunately, we can't sell them to you. You have to get them from an RV place, but I think you can go onto their website and check them out. So if you're looking for that, then Kenwood, they're pretty cool. But yeah, we don't actually, they won't let us sell them. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, they do. Okay. Hi guys. On a 2020 Ram e-Torque, can you do a big 3 upgrade on the e-Torque? Also, would you recommend going with an AGM battery upgrade? So I would not recommend doing anything to the e-Torque other than putting a stereo in it, leaving all the electrical alone. Okay, you're not going to get anything else out of it by doing anything to it. So don't screw with it. Just let it be itself. As far as upgrading to AGM batteries, doesn't it come with factory AGM batteries? I thought it did.
Mm-hmm.
Like
2021.
I thought a 2021 would have a factory AGM battery. I mean, if you still have the 2021 battery in it, it's 2025. I'm sorry, if you still have the factory battery in it, it's 2025. That's an AGM battery.
2021.
Either way, I'm saying it's 2025 now. If you got a 4-year-old battery in there, it's probably an AGM.
Yeah.
But yes, AGM is a much better battery underneath the hood, so go for it. Yeah, but leave everything else alone. There's a big ass battery behind that seat, driver's side. Just let it be its own little animal. Don't touch it. Like, I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't do nothing.
Thank you for the 5, man.
Have you ever installed a Truly subwoofer? No. I saw their stuff at Knowledge Fest this year and have been curious how many people actually install their equipment. Me too. That is a good question. There are a handful of people, like Bobby Gately did have. He had 8 of them in a clear acrylic box underneath the back seat of his F-150.
Yeah.
It sounded fantastic. It was really, really nice. And he had their little 6-inch in the top of his dash. JT out in California has done a lot with them. He's the one who just had the box class brought to you by Truly.
Mm-hmm.
It's piecemeal here and there. It really depends. This is one of those things where they love it or they hate it. I don't know where people fall on this one. It is an expensive woofer, though. It is very expensive. So
yeah,
that's it. That's all we got. So let's get rid of that. Okay. Go straight to DSP. Leave the head unit. Can you install a Chrysler Pacifica and Voyager? Yes, actually, iData makes a kit for your Chrysler Pacifica and Voyager. So head over to idatalink.com or idatamaestro.com, and they have a dash kit specifically for those. And I know because I had to quote a guy out today on a Pacifica. So yes, they have those for them. It's iData, so you'll need an iData radio. All right, guys. Once again, that's the show. Thank you so much for tuning in and asking fantastic questions tonight. Apparently tonight was about radios. So radios are still alive. Radios are still alive and kicking. Thank you guys so much for asking great questions and being part of the show. We really enjoy it. We hope we answered your questions. We hope we did our job. And you guys, I know we don't always give you the answers you want.
Yep.
We can be mean. Not really. It just hurts. Sometimes just rip the Band-Aid off. But thank you so much for participating. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Arc Audio, Audio Control, Focal, Moscone, and Gladen. With them and you, it allows us to produce the show every week. So Thank you very much for everyone for participating, and hope you venture over to one of their websites and find products that will make your life easier and better and more fun and exciting. So that's always nice. And with that, we're going to let you go there. You guys have a wonderful weekend. And yes, baby black.